Hello, and welcome back to the Geek Initiative. I'm Isaac, the DM as ever, and welcome back to part 2 of episode 15. So, we are investigating the servants' quarters.
Yeah, and the servants.
And the servants. We are going to come back in with Magnus and Tavrion doing some interrogating. Well, anyone else doing some interrogating, but you are the two who I believe.
I shall observe the
Good cop,
interrogation.
bad cop. I'll be the good cop. Okay, I'll go in the bad cop.
And I'm a scary cop leaned up the corner, watching.
Right. You dirty little scroats. Just to point out, this is Tavrion.
Well met.
Apparently he's a nice bloke. I'm not. I'm Captain Green. And over there, well, she's our cleric if we beat you up too much. Now, first question. What's 4 plus 4?
They look at you very confused.
It's 8. Don't tell them.
One of them goes, and and Colin, the head servant or the chief stable hand, looks 8, my lord.
Well done. Did anybody else get that?
They look very confused.
Okay. Next, as I walk closer to them. If I have 3 apples and you take one and then another one, what do you have?
Again, Colin elbows the servant to his right and tries to keep them quiet because they appear to look like trying to whisper to him, ask him what the hell's going on. And I would have 2 apples.
And with that, I'm going to flick the blade of my rapier, the flat of it, against one of his...
Is it not a saber?
Yeah. Saber, yes, in fact, yes. Against his knuckles. Then no, you'd have a black eye. Nobody takes my stuff. Now, next.
Where
were you? Where were you when Colin was killing the cook? Shush, Colin.
While the interrogation's going on, just with a mage hand, I'll have the bottle of sherry and just topping everyone's little cups as they go along.
I'm going to assume Ray, at some point, I'm assuming I walk into just this, and I just you just see me walk in, and then it's just instantly even though the mask is on, it's the look of.
So which of the 3 servants?
The one with the birthmark over his eye.
So the one from the first one. He looked up at you. But I've been in the fields all day.
And then to the next one. What about you?
Tending to the horses.
You were tending to the horses. And you? To the third?
Trimming the hedge, my lord.
And the 4th? What about you?
No, that's Colin.
Oh, the 4th is Colin.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I thought there were 4 of them. Right.
4 of them, including Colin.
Right.
And Colin kind of looks at him and goes, well, in this... sorry, no, that's the wrong word. Well, in this hypothetical, someone killing the cook, apparently.
That's the thing. You know you didn't kill the cook, but each one of these, not one of them said, oh no, is the cook dead? Colin, did you really do it? They all think you're capable of it. Very interesting. I'm going to start walking behind them now. Pacing up and down behind them to make them nervous.
What the fuck have I walked into?
Do not know. I don't know what it's doing.
Colin?
doing his thing.
I'm going to go and look in the other room.
Colin. Is there anything you need to tell us? I'm going to give him one of those sort of looks where the head goes to the side and you get really beady-eyed at them.
What, when you're flirting with them?
Without flashing the eyelashes.
He leans forward, looks you dead in the eyes. I have been busy. No, that's not my voice. I've been busy tending the horses all day.
And I'm going to snap my head around and look at one of the other three at random.
Mm-hmm.
And you, we know you need to tell us something. You need to admit it. Go on, admit it.
It's the small, very skinny. Half.
Slim Tim,
Sure.
as I named him.
Sure. Looks terrified up at you because he's sat there. And quite clearly has been affected by the sherry. Well, I'm just selling it on. I'm just making copies of Noble's clones. I just need some money on the side.
Dusk, take him away.
I believe that that's a very industrious activity, and I wouldn't.
No,
I
I mean,
would-
take him away. I need a better tailor because this waistcoat ain't great.
I'll take him outside.
Who do you sell those clothes to?
Do I overhear this? Because I'll be casually walking around. Oh, what do you want to know?
There's a ledger in the book.
He's got the abyss hidden.
He just starts weeping.
I go to comfort the child.
He's not a child.
The boy.
He's not a boy.
Well,
He's
I see him
nearly
as a child.
30.
The young.
One moment. Rather than I'll investigate that room a bit later. You there? Come with me. Come on. I'll sort you out. I'll take this one outside.
Oh, okay.
Well, you two can both go.
Don't harm.
No, I think Dusk's needed here.
So,
Magnus is
Don't harm the
away.
bloke. With the clothes nice.
They were.
They're
Apparently.
quite clearly reproductions of. But
You
they
don't
are.
know that.
But they
I
are.
said apparently.
They were quite clearly reproductions, but they are also finely made, just with lower quality materials than the original would have been made of.
Shame.
But I will take this one away back into their room.
Okay.
I'm going
Might
to
work.
stay in the
sounds like he's
interrogation
wasted
room.
here, and it seems like he is the only one. Sorry, that is my phone buzzing away. It's work.
Okay.
Ignore that. So, it does actually seem like he's the only one with any brains. The rest of you, definitely too thick for cat brains to come after you. No nastiness intended.
Do you do you want the key to Colin's room, and you can go in and investigate with him and keep an eye on him, and I'll sort out the others?
Don't need to. I don't think there's any cat brains around here, thanks, mate. I'm smart.
No, I mean sort them out and get them like sorted on the way so they don't get in the way.
Sort them out.
Not murder them.
Oh,
Just like get them back to
You are
their,
lucky I nearly killed you.
like get them back to their quarters and just make sure they're stable.
Here, just investigate the room.
They're fine here. They're sat there.
Yes, I feel surely they're safer together
Yeah.
at this particular moment.
Well, I'll pass the. Do one of you want to take the key and go and investigate the other room?
Screw it, yeah. I'll take it.
So, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
it
same here.
easily unlocks. It's, and this is what looks like. So this room is larger.
Mhm.
It's well furnished, but not not beautifully so. It's definitely still a servant's quarters, but it's clearly a servant of long tenure.
Mhm.
There's a few like awards up on the walls,
Mhm.
or best in show kind of things, and like fastest, best workhorses, you know,
Yeah.
things to that effect.
Mhm.
And very nice furniture, higher quality, but probably no higher quality than, you know, a wealthy farmer would have. It's very nice, but it's not.
Yes.
It's still practical over anything else. And there's a dresser, larger dresser, wider, rather than the small bedside ones. A desk, a small armchair, a fireplace, bed, wardrobe, and a small shelf on the wall with a row of 3 different alcoholic drinks, all seemingly quite strong spirits.
Mhm.
They're all very old.
Are they opened?
No,
No.
apart from one. 2 of them are closed. One.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look in the closet.
Okay.
Let's have a look in there.
So roll an investigation check for me.
That's 11.
11. So, having a look in there, you can see fairly standard clothes. They're nice, they're well made, they've got some nice detailing. They appear to be what probably would be the palace clothes if he were to ever be needed within the palace, which is very unlikely, but as the head of the stables, he would probably be requested at times. So, they're appearing to be the only things in there. It appears that he keeps most of his work clothes within the dresser. The wardrobe is where he keeps the fancier clothes.
Fancy clothes.
In the bottom, there's a fine pair of shoes, as opposed to work boots, which is what he normally wears.
I'll tap the back and the bottom. Are there any false?
None that you can see or feel.
Okay. Yeah, I'll close it up and then I'll move it away from the wall a little bit and just have a look behind.
There is a small hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go outside. It seems to lead into what looks like a small lean-to on the outside of the building.
How big is the hole?
Like that.
About that big.
A large rat, maybe a very small cat could get through it.
Like a brain with 4 paws.
So I'll move the dresser even further and then I'll get behind and have a look through.
So having a look through, you can see the lean-to that it's leaning into outside is where the firewood is stored. It would appear that you have to go outside, grab it, then come back in the long way.
Yeah.
It's stored there for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a lean-to protected from the rain. It appears otherwise untoward.
Can I see how old this hole is? Or
It would be very difficult to tell. So I would say roll a nature check.
natural 1 for 2.
So with your natural one, the hole could be decades old,
Mm-hmm.
or it could have been made yesterday.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Start picking at the things. Yep, that's a hole.
So, yeah, that's a hole in wood. That. So-
Okay, I'll pop my head out and just say, there's a hole behind this wardrobe that goes to the wood outside. Can one of you maybe just investigate the wood? It's a big enough hole. I just want someone to go outside and maybe check.
Whose room is that?
That's Colin's room.
Oh, is it now? Is the hole big enough for a pest to get through?
That big? I'd say so.
He says, yes, I've been meaning to get it fixed. Still the wrong voice. Don't think you're doing that voice.
How did it happen?
Insight.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
And whilst they're doing that, I'll have a look underneath the bed. And
12.
There appears to be a loose floorboard. 12.
Yeah.
He appears to be telling the truth. It appears that he is unaware of how it was made.
At this point, I'm going to stop playing music and start just walking around the table. I would know what the intellect of battle looks like. Could I produce a minor illusion of one? At which point I say, let me just have a quick talk with them. Gentlemen, we're on the hunt for something very specific, at which point he produces the minor illusion of the cat brain, or intellect of battle.
Yeah.
And he says, we're looking for a creature, a brain that walks on 4 legs. Have any of you seen this beast?
As he produces that, is there any change on any of their faces whatsoever?
Which
As
is,
in, or
Roll a perception check.
I'm pretending not.
I'm going to do that as
Wales.
well, because that's what I'm there for.
If they look shocked, they've probably never seen one.
13 plus
Would 21 work?
17.
And
That's natural.
fantastic. Whilst you're busy gesticulating at them, you get distracted by a bit of dirt that sort of lands on your hand. Anyway. So,
Can't have your skin go.
So, 17 and 21, you're both aware that Colin looks shocked, and the 3 servants, so there's only 2 left in the room, because one's been taken outside,
Yeah.
also to his bedroom. So
Yeah,
the other two,
Slim Tim's been taken out.
so the other 2, the one with the birthmark and the third,
Black-eyed Bob and Dave. Yeah.
indeed. Sure, those are their names, sure.
I knew you'd give in eventually.
They're definitely not their names. And they both appear shocked.
So Colin looked shocked
They all
and they
appear
both
shocked.
looked shocked. Okay.
Anyone speak up? Any sight of it?
Colin. Well, my lord, that was the creature I reported seeing. Yes.
You did see this?
Yeah.
When?
Yesterday
Whereabouts was it?
in the stable.
Okay. And
In
do
the
you know where it
stable.
went?
It was scampering towards a building.
Okay. When you say the building, which building?
There's no-
Okay.
Oh dear.
I sorry, I presumed you knew all
I
that.
need to look deeply into the eyes of each of them, including the one that's off with you.
While this is going on in the room, I'll present the ledger. Would have closed the door.
So
Well, let's-
where have you taken
So I'm into their
Slim
bed.
Tim?
So they're in their bedroom. So I'll tell them I'll close the door, hand them the ledger, and go. So, my friend, does your employer know about your side hustle?
Discretion.
Hmm.
No, my lord, not at all.
And what would he think of? He would perhaps cancel your employment if he knew you were doing this, would he not?
Most likely, sir.
Care to make a deal?
Oh, that's familiar.
Sam becomes him.
What sort of deal?
You become eyes and ears for my patron inside here. Can you report anything out of the ordinary to him if you spot it? And in doing so, you get this back, and I won't inform the patrician of what you're doing.
Aye, my lord, sounds good. Yes.
Let's shake on it.
He shakes. Very vigorously.
Mental note, send in kind of thing. One deal made. I'll open the door and Kaz will like come out with him. It's like, let's get back to them, shall we? Calm down now, everything's fine.
How does he react when he sees this cat brain?
As he walks in, he looks quite shaken, but he uses
So, which one saw it?
Colin.
Right then, Colin. Where did it go?
Came towards this building.
And where did it go?
I don't know. This is still the wrong voice. I keep doing this.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know me, precious.
Right.
I feel perhaps
I
talking has gotten us nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Perhaps a more thorough inspection of them physically
I'm
would be
thinking.
in order.
I
I'm
agree.
thinking that we need to punch Colin. Maybe stab him.
I would like to attempt to cast sleep
Okay.
Mhm.
on those within the room.
Okay. The four.
Not all of us.
Yeah, not everyone.
Mm,
Cool. So that is 5d.
I mean,
8. Do you want to cast it at a high level?
Bob,
No.
Dave and Tim are going to drop off. Colin, we're going to torture.
Thank you very much. That's not bad.
What's the vocal component of this?
It has verbal somatic, and then material, either a pinch of fine sand, rose petals, and cookie.
What's the vocal?
Oh, what am I saying? I'm just going to shush them away.
Okay.
Shush them away.
Not a lullaby then.
No, I just want to shush.
Whilst these-
That is a total of 26 hit points worth of sleep. Starting with the creature on the lowest hit points.
Indeed. 3 of them fall asleep.
Bob, Dave, Tim.
Colin stays awake.
Is Colin still sat down? Out of my backpack, I'm going to take out my hammer. Colin, put your hand out on the table.
For the crown, sir.
what
Crown.
what does this prove, Magnus?
He puts his hand on the table. It's for the crown.
And I'm going to whack his little finger. Why did you not report this? For the crown.
He did report
He
it.
did.
What are you on about?
I'm just confusing you.
He
Trust me. Magnus knows what he's doing.
he grits his teeth.
I'm watching his eyes.
For the crown, sir. I did report it. That's why you're here. Roll
So all you say is it came into this building.
Hmm?
Roll perception.
What did you do when it came into this building? You did nothing. You
I-
just went and said,
I
saw it, and that's it.
reported it to the guards.
13.
And did you make sure the guards did something about it?
Not a place of a lowly stable hand. To question the royal guard.
While this conversation is occurring, I just want to start massaging the heads of those who are sleeping to see if I can feel anything. Starting with Slinton.
So this is happening at one end of the table, and at the other
I'm
end
just,
you're just
I'm
going.
just
He's
feeling,
doing this to one of them.
inspecting their heads, trying to figure
No.
out if they're feeling extra wrinkly and slimy.
Right.
Roll an investigation check, I guess.
One for each of them.
Yes, but
So that is.
good cop, bad cop. Really, quite literally.
There's 24 for Slinton.
Slinton is got a perfectly intact skull.
That is a 16 for Black-Eyed Bob.
Black-eyed Bob, who has got a quite knotty hair, but otherwise fine.
Okay, and then for the final one, 21 for Dave.
Mr. Dave has a very normal skull.
They all seem to be fine.
You need to investigate Colin's head.
Yeah, investigate Colin while I break another finger if he doesn't tell me why he didn't investigate when he came in himself. Because if I'd seen one of them run across the courtyard and I'd reported it, I certainly wouldn't want to be coming back in here myself.
Don't worry, Colin. The
If I was
innocent
here.
have nothing to fear. Starts cracking, isn't it?
As I start lifting the hammer and looking
he-
and running.
And
You're
whilst
looking
you're
at-
doing that, I'm watching the face and the eyes.
The guards searched my room and the building itself, found nothing. That's why I was happy to come back in. His voice wavering a
I
little.
relax
How's
a
his
little
head?
bit.
May I touch his head?
And
Does he
then
allow me?
yeah, I'm going to relax a bit and then I'll lift it up again. And how would it have got out from here?
Well, stables are usually fairly, you know.
I'm just thinking, if
There's
it came,
holes
is
here
there,
and
is there another door from here into the castle proper or any other buildings?
So there is a path from here that leads to the castle proper.
But a pub.
But what about the interior? Is that what I'm,
Nothing
in my mind,
interior,
what I'm thinking,
nothing, no.
unless I've heard it wrong. If it went into this building, it's either still in the building or it came out the building.
Correct.
Yeah.
Those are the two possibilities.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, making the assumption that it's not still in here
Mhm.
and that it's looking for a brain to take over and it didn't pick Colin,
We don't know that
how
yet.
did it get out? Where did it go? Is there another door at the back that goes to another building or?
There's not another door out.
Stables usually
Fine,
have
guys,
doors.
sheltered back into you. There's a hole here that leads to the
Yeah.
outside.
Hmm.
So there's maybe more.
But if it came into the room, if it came into here, why would it kind of?
Stables
I
are
know,
not
I'll have a look around and then
secure.
I'll pop out again.
They're not secure.
It's loose floorboard. Have a look inside.
You'd have to move the bed to be able to get to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake one of the other ones I haven't made.
You may have
Deal
have a
with-
feel of his,
Oh.
his cranium as well.
Colin,
Yes,
Yeah.
Colin.
we'll
Does
resolve
he
the floorboard,
resist?
then we'll come back to that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So you guys hear me?
Horrific screeching.
It's like,
Screeches.
like us setting up in this room.
Once the bed is moved,
Mm-hmm.
you find a. This loose floorboard appears. Would you lift it? Would you try and move it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll pick one of the sides and try and lift it up.
So once it's lifted, you can see a small tunnel,
Oh.
probably big enough for a child, maybe a halfling.
Mm-hmm. Is it dark inside?
Yes, quite dark.
I know
Are
something
there
that can
any
fit down there.
lanterns in this room?
None here. This place would appear to be lit by natural light.
Cobwebby?
The tunnel.
Hmm.
It appears that the cobwebs that are in there have recently been disturbed.
Okay. Marvellous.
The fact that you're not there, I'm just answering.
I know, I'm just asking a question. 'Cause I know.
Is it starts here and goes, or is it the middle of the tunnel?
It seems to start there and leads to towards the palace.
Mm-hmm.
You say it's freshly disturbed.
It seems like the cobwebs have been freshly disturbed.
What about the tunnel? Has it been freshly dug?
No,
Or
it appears very old.
the Colin, is he a halfling?
No.
No. Any of them a halfling? No. Any of them children?
No.
Just in case.
Very thorough, very
Go through
thorough.
your
But
bases.
no.
Slinton has the constitution of a child. But
As I said,
I have a
I'll,
fly on my DM screen.
Yes, it's been pestering.
I'll wake up one of the ones that I haven't spoke to ever so gently while this is all going on. Like, wakey.
Okay. Whilst you're waking, we're going to resolve skull massage.
Gotta give him a feel. This is just an investigation.
And indeed,
Gotta give him a
You
feel.
gotta give him a feel on his lovely little cranium.
Just
What does this cranium feel of?
It feels like approximately 12.
A 12. A 12 on a d20 cranium feel. That. So as you're feeling, he looks kind of strangely at you. He's very put out. But whilst you're feeling, feels fine.
And then your thumb goes in through a hole.
Feels very normal.
His reaction alone is enough to verify that there's an out going on there that shouldn't be.
Just normal, everyday peasants. How disappointing.
Right then, Colin. You ought to get that finger looked at. It looks nasty. Sorry about that, for the crown and all.
Yes.
Shall I fix it?
No hard feelings. Yes, if you could. No hard feelings, buddy. We have to be
Just
sure.
give me a hand, Colin.
I think you've all done quite enough.
No, I'll fix it for you.
He refuses.
No, it's part of the
Okay.
service. Otherwise, I'll have to do another.
If he's not having any of it. Okay, fair enough. Talk
We
to me
often-
later when it swells up and I'll sort
Wakey
it.
wakey.
Yes. So waking up. Which one are you talking
I'll wake up the young lad. I'm like,
to? The one with the.
yeah, so but waking up like,
Black-eyed
I
Bob.
want to have a quiet word with you. I'll take him into his room and close the door. I'm like,
Is it me or is it just really dodgy when a bloke walking around in a dressing gown keeps taking young lads away?
so,
Rather suspect, yes.
I didn't quite get your name, lad. What is it?
Not sure he knows.
Whatever you want it to be, sir.
I believe it starts with a B,
It does not start.
ends with a B.
It does not start and end with a B.
Donate your switch bits if you wish for Black-eyed Bob to become canon.
Black-eyed Bob is not canon. It is. Ryan Miller.
So, Ryan, does the Black Staff know about your hobby?
No, my lord.
Would you like it to be kept that way?
Yes, my lord.
So would you be interested in making a deal? One where your secret is kept, and all I ask for a return is you become eyes and ears in here and you assist my patron by giving him information if anything was to happen in the palace that was odd.
It's going to turn everyone into a spy.
I see the stables, my lord, but yes, my lord.
Let's shake on it, shall we?
Yes, my lord. Shakes quite timidly.
And I'll hand him his book back.
Yeah.
Maybe
He clutches it to his chest and immediately runs to the door.
here's an idea. Don't lock a drawer where you can take the one above and find it.
Yes, my lord. Very, very good advice, my lord.
And I'll give her like, back you go.
He puts it away.
And,
Locks the drawer. Like he doesn't. He unlocks the drawer and realizes what happened. Locks the drawer, and then puts the other drawers back.
Yeah.
And then, yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. And then,
Yeah. I'll go and wake the other one. Wakey, wakey! Come on, you. Wake up.
okay. And the third one.
You can wake them up by causing damage, can't you? I've still got the hammer out.
No.
It's all right. I think it's a more subtle approach than what you did. Come with me.
You're no fun.
Got some more questions for you based on what I discovered in your
Why do you
room.
keep taking these people away? Surely whatever you have to...
It's alright. It's a voracious appetite.
Oh dear.
Same thing. Take him into bed. Take him into his room. Close the door. So, I know what sort of impact a sword makes on something like this. Care to tell me how your shears become damaged in such a way?
My lord. They are damaged because I once upon a time defended the king himself.
You defended the king himself. From what, might I ask?
The king?
Oh.
Which
Sorry.
one's this? Sorry, David.
This is
This is Dave.
Gardener.
Dave the gardener.
The
Who's called Ryan?
No, that was Black-Eyed Bob.
yeah,
Also known as Ryan.
the fell creature sieged castle and sought to kill our king. Don't long may he rest, wherever he might be found.
So if I was to say to you that the patrician isn't trying his hardest to bring the king back because he enjoys the power, how would that make you feel? What was your name again?
Dave.
Twitch Prime, subscribe now.
His name is Twitch Prime. No. His name. Definitely Dave. No.
How would it make you feel if you...
Nobody's called Norm.
He's called Norman.
How does it make you feel to know that the patrician is, in a way, preventing the king's return?
I very much doubt it, sir. My faith in the crown and the patrician's keeping of it is utmost.
Oh, it's
You say so.
good loyalty. I mean, it's a shame that it's false.
I don't enjoy discussing such treasonous and blasphemous things, sir.
I mean, imagine if it got wind to the patrician that you had been besmirching him.
I see no reason to believe that that would ever be true. He knows me as one of his very loyal and honest gardeners, sir.
Loyalty is hard to come by.
Correct, sir.
Well, you've proven to be a loyal gardener. Carry on your business, sir. You look like the sort that wouldn't want to make a deal for the betterment of the crown anyway. Or am I wrong? With that?
No. For the crown,
Yes, for the
But,
crown.
you're...
What if I say that my...
Roll a deception check. For whatever's about to come out.
I could add the other thing, but it's a nat 20.
His tongue.
Add the other thing.
So for deception, 24.
Fantastic. He looks at you and goes, I'm listening. What can I do for the crown more than I already do?
As I said, my colleagues and me were brought in front of your patron, and when I questioned him on the matter as to whether or not he was trying his hardest to bring the king back, he pretty much let it slip that he's enjoying the power that comes with the king not being here, in order to ensure that he is doing his best. I simply ask that you keep an ear out and you let my patron or myself know if anything odd was to happen, such as, I don't know, the patron or the patrician not doing what would be deemed as best for the crown, or anything out of the ordinary. I mean, it is strange that this intellect devourer, this cat-brain creature that we showed you, has somehow managed to get in, and it's took it being spotted by Colin before something was done about it. So all I ask is we make a deal that you will give information if it comes to light on events in the castle.
If anything pertinent to the city or the crown is mentioned, I'll get a message to you.
Let's shake on it. Seal. No, we must seal the deal with a handshake.
Unfortunately not. I couldn't possibly.
I insist. It would be an honour to seal the deal, as a sign of respect to you, good sir, for your service to the crown.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a bit shit. That's. Ooh, that's a 9.
He shakes his head. No, I couldn't possibly. Hands are all cut up from the day's work, sir. I couldn't possibly dirty yours. I surely wouldn't. And he turns to walk towards the door.
I'll reach the hand, and as he goes to grab the door, the hand touch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I appear to have caught the door handle at the same time. Allow me.
As he opens the door.
Is it me or is Rengoku getting a bit touchy-feely?
He turns and looks at you and goes, shame such a fleeting contact against the will of the contract signee would be non-binding.
Oh, aren't you intriguing? I don't know what you mean.
Get it now.
He steps through the door and says, good day, sir.
Whatever does he get up to in the room with those
Inside
chaps?
So with what he's said,
He's come out grinning rather
Inside.
widely. I wouldn't want to assume.
That's why I reckon he's got the mask on, because he's up to something dodgy.
it's only a 12, but gathering with basically what he said, I kind of getting the feeling he's already under a contract of sort, or he's got experience.
No idea.
Something.
Perhaps he is just a well-informed servant.
Surprising what you learn as the gardener.
You overheard quite a lot. Nobody sees the gardener coming.
He's a stable manager.
No, that's the
gardener.
Oh,
Colin's the stable.
Are you quite finished in there?
Yes. This one, although I will turn around and say something, that gardener is far more smarter than he let on to use lot.
Good lord.
Shall we kill him?
What a waste of my energies. I put these all to sleep and already they're awake. It just feels like a waste.
You just woke them all up.
I'll poke my head out and say, Colin, can you come in here for a minute, please?
See, I'm not the only one.
I have a couple of questions for you.
People in the rooms.
You can come in if you want.
Have no wicked way with us.
So,
If you want some
Jesus.
privacy.
yes, sir. He walks in with his hand supporting his inside of his coat.
More sherry?
And what's happened to your hand?
Rather
They got gout.
brutal question. Not wrong voice. Rather brutal questioning, my lord.
Who did it then?
You're Captain Green.
Fucking bad.
I shouldn't comment, sir.
Perception check?
Sure. At disadvantage.
No, well, it's not going to get much worse.
You don't hear. He said, I couldn't possibly comment, sir.
I'll tap his shoulder and lay on hands at healing point to numb the pain.
no, you wouldn't let me do.
But I'll sort of just quickly.
You were complicit in it happening. You were in the room.
I wasn't
You
complicit.
let me do it.
You watched.
Could I have stopped you?
He has seen a red-skinned
Oh, worse.
lady watching him be
Much
tortured.
worse.
And he kind of nods to you. Thank you, my lord.
I'm sorry about that. It's outdated methods that shouldn't be employed anymore.
As you say, sir. As you say. What did you need before?
I have found a tunnel underneath your bed.
Oh my.
I've kept it as, I've opened it and opened up.
He looks down. Most unusual, sir. I had no idea that was there.
No idea. So.
That's how his lover comes in and out.
How long have you had this room for then?
Been in here since previous stable master retired. 23 years?
23 years.
Must be noted though, it wasn't known.
It wasn't, that was going to be my next question.
He'd fit in such a hole.
Could I insight check to see if that is a true statement of... Was 20, then it went to 2, so 6.
Are you good at cleaning hooves?
Yeah,
And
that's.
getting trampled by them.
Mhm.
It appears to be telling the truth.
Okay. Can we just kneel down by the hole? I'd like to show you something.
Yeah.
See those cobwebs?
Yes, my lord.
They've been recently disturbed.
Yes, my lord.
So you would surmise that something recently has come in through, either into this building or gone through the building to then go down.
Yes, my lord. That would be. I would assume that would be an accurate conclusion. Yes.
But this hole was covered with a floorboard.
That is odd.
So something has come through, you would say, and then someone else has then put a floorboard over it.
He's good.
What using you, Brian?
Anybody would have thought he's done an investigation for the city guard before.
Do they lock their door? Sorry.
And
Creaky door.
door.
Creaky frog.
Yeah. I'd say yes. That would probably be an accurate assessment, but I couldn't possibly begin to know who.
Because when we came here, the door was locked, so and you had the key.
Yes, you are quite correct. It does
It
look
does-
quite bad for me. I assume I see that, but they're. I had no idea that was there.
My insight check that answer. Bit better, but it's 11.
He seems to be telling the truth. He looks at me. It must be said, I did find one of my vintages was drunk from while I wasn't present. Yeah, I found it this morning.
Recently drunk.
This morning. I'd never known call.
Why do you keep those bottles up there?
An heirloom.
Heirloom from mother, father,
My-
son?
My father. Wrong voice again.
You keep changing your voice.
I'm tired, man. I'm tired. God, that would have been a good story, Alex. That would have been good. I should have done that.
Please.
So it's an heirloom from your
Uh,
father.
correct.
You say. So what? Your father made those?
Aye, sir.
Okay. How long have you had them for?
Since he passed.
Wednesday.
Oh, some 30 years now.
30 years and not uncorked it. That's
No,
no,
yeah.
restraint.
No, they're
Which way round are they?
What do you mean?
The bottles, are they like that?
Yeah.
Because after 30 years, a bottle left like that, the cork shrinks. That's going to taste like vinegar. And someone's been drinking that. Weirdos.
Let's put it this way: there's not a lot missing from the bottle.
I'm not surprised.
And they're. I never really intend to drink them. They're a reminder.
So you think someone snuck into your room and had a swig?
And probably didn't enjoy it, I imagine.
Do you have any guesses on who would want to come in your room and take a swig of over 30-year-old booze?
Someone who didn't know any better. Someone who thought old meant good. Or that saw them and presumed they were expensive.
It's a young one, black-eyed Bob.
And just wanted a swig,
I presume.
and not to take a swig out of the port that's in the communal kitchen.
I can't answer for them. I don't know.
Tabby on notes, there's port in the kitchen.
It's just coming across to me like,
It's the bottle you've already had.
So you can't guess who might want to come in.
It was.
Who do you think could get into your room? Either via the locked door or the blocked up hole to the outside that
Or
I've seen.
from
And
the
I show him-
tunnel.
and I show him
The whole thing outside.
yeah. Is that news to you as well?
I knew that there was a hole there. I've been meaning to patch it. I just have not had the time.
Okay.
Keep furniture covering the hole to
Are there
try
not
and stop the draft.
maintenance people in the palace that could
Oh
do
no,
this? Would it be
something like this falls down to us. This is our stuff. You know, it's our home.
okay? Okay. So you wouldn't. So back to the tunnel. You wouldn't know where this leads.
I mean,
Yeah,
nearest going in the direction of the palace.
to the palace.
Perhaps the barracks. They're very close.
Okay.
Any gnomes? Sorry.
yeah, we don't know anything.
Can I
Nobody's told us.
have a look down into the hole again? Are there any paw prints in the soil?
Roll a perception check.
That's 11 again.
There are
Mhm.
very small paw prints. Rat-sized. Like a rat that's been going back and forth.
Mhm.
A vintage wine drinking rat.
Vintage wine drinking rat
That
changeling
pulls the board over himself.
named Bartholomew.
With the discovery of this alcoholic rat,
It would have had to eat the cork.
it would have, yes.
Without
So
opposable
we're going to
thumbs.
go to our second break. We'll be back very shortly. Thank you very much for joining us for part 2. Part 3 will be very soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. Bye-bye.